Hi there. In this video, we want to talk about gut health, something that so many people deal with. And there are a raft of reasons that people can have challenges with digesting food and elimination and pain. But we want to talk about a couple of simple things that you can do right off the bat to make a difference in how you process and absorb your food. So first of all, just a little bit of a reason as to why, from a perspective of alignment, it makes a difference how our body is positioned. So right here, right there, we got our stomach organ. So when we're eating food, the food obviously goes into this organ. Now, for all of us who are right-handed, which I believe is about 70% of the population, what happens with our mechanics from overusing one side of the body is we end up compressing more on this left side, right on that stomach organ. So understanding what that's doing, just the posture alone, it's compressing and displacing that organ. It's taking space away. And when space is taken away from any part of the body, it doesn't function as well because it's not receiving proper amounts of blood and oxygen flow. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to have Quinn lie on his back because I want to talk about the diaphragm muscle as it relates to gut health as well as chewing. So you can lie on your back.
And all I'm going to do is just lift up my shirt here so you can see again what it looks like to be breathing diaphragmatically. So there we go. So again, majority of us tend to breathe through those muscles of the upper chest, which will look more like this. And notice my belly isn't moving. Very shallow, boring breaths, really. So how we should be breathing is connecting to the diaphragm. The diaphragm's that plate of muscle that moves down as you inhale, which will help to protrude the belly.
So now throughout this, I'm just going to have Quinn continue to breathe this way so you can really get an understanding. So right here at the base of the rib cage is this diaphragm muscle. And right on the left side is the stomach organ. So when we put food into the stomach organ, the focus of diaphragmatic breathing is creating an internal massage. So breathing alone is adding a mechanical aspect that helps us create heat and energy to help us break down the food. So that's one thing. Also, focusing on proper diaphragmatic breathing overall strengthens the foundation of the rib cage to help it lift up and out, because over time we fall in, we displace everything, and we start to freeze in that negative alignment. So by focusing on the breath, and we've shown you in past videos how to access proper diaphragmatic breathing, right off the hop, you're going to be strengthening the foundation, lifting the rib cage up, and taking stress off the stomach organ. Another thing that we can do, though, is we can really focus on proper chewing, because most people don't spend time chewing their food well. They throw the food in, they take a couple of chews, and then you end up swallowing food whole in its particle. So there's two things that are going on. A, we're not digesting the food in the mouth because there's an enzyme in the mouth that only lives in the mouth for that first process of breaking down food. So if we don't break it down in the mouth, now the stomach has to work even extra hard. And if we're not breathing properly, basically we end up with all these big parts of food that get stuck there. And then the body has to work too hard to try to break it down, and we end up with gut issues. So when you are eating, simple thing you can do is every time you take a mouthful, spend 3 to 5 breaths while you chew, so you really get a sense that you are liquefying the food in your mouth. Another thing this does, and believe me, it works, if you're eating food that's not healthy, you're not going to like that very much, because you're going to start to really taste the chemicals in the food if it's not good food when you take the time and you let it sit in your mouth. So make it a liquid, and then as you're swallowing, before taking that next bite, take 3 to 5 full, slow breaths while you're eating. Do this for 1 week. Notice what changes.
And just a reminder, the diaphragm's that plate of muscle that moves up and down, as Deanna was talking about, and that creates a heating effect for the stomach organ, which will only help to break down the food and the nutrients more, and increase absorption and increase elimination as well. So having all of that combined is awesome. And then also the aspect of chewing and focusing on your breathing, you're forced to breathe in and out through the nose. And we talk a lot about the importance of breathing in and out through the nose pretty much all the time. So combining all of this together And just teaching yourself to breathe diaphragmatically is going to be a massive game changer for you. We even gave away the belly position in a previous video. You can do that. That will only complement this as well. So yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah, and just remember, it's not only about what you eat. It's about how you eat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is the mechanical aspects of how we eat are equally important to the foods that we're actually putting in the body.
Totally. I totally agree, and I can attest to that. So everything.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Hope this has brought some benefit to you. Let us know if this has helped you in any way, and leave those comments and questions below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when we upload more like this, and we'll see you in the next video.